Yeah, noise, yeah. Yeah, come this side then.
Baby and our chief tailor. Can you hear me? You can't hear me anymore. Sit back nyana na babe.
Wait, baby, let's sit first. Let me and Papa sit down. We must sit down.
Would she be able to sit in the middle over here?
No,
It's not gonna be a good view.
uh-uh.
Where's your mic?
Yeah, I think I need to baby and I
Oh, okay.
These mics are heavy, hey?
Yeah?
These mics are very
They're
heavy.
very heavy.
I wonder how people do it when they do podcasts for an hour or 2 hours holding the mic. Like,
You know, I'm struggling to hear you, but I'm sure you're hearing us quite clearly because you've got headphones on.
yeah, I can hear you guys quite clearly. Should I speak louder? Probably.
Yeah, maybe speak louder for the benefit of me to also hear you.
Okay.
If it's too loud,
Yeah.
as you speak louder, you may distance the mic a bit from your mouth.
From my mouth.
Yeah.
Cool. Can you hear me now?
I can hear you now when I baby testing.
Good.
How have you been when I baby?
I've been good. I'm just tired.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think I don't get my working enough sleep.
You're not getting enough sleep. Eh?
No, Kira, I don't let myself sleep so much often. So on days like this, I wanna. Oh, it's a Sunday. It's chilled.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, but I don't want to get that lazy because I know it's also kicking in. So I really want to don't get that lazy. Yeah.
Sure. So, in case you're wondering what the noise is all about, or where it's coming from, if you're seeing this situation out here, we are sitting at the rooftop of the building where we live, and it's a Saturday during December.
Sunday. It's a Sunday after
it's
the
a Sunday
16th.
today.
Yeah, it's a Sunday. It's not.
What is the date today?
It's the 17th of December.
Oh, it's the 17th of December.
Cool, yeah, that's
so
true.
these kids are trying to test fate, and they're gonna annoy me because now he's gonna try to jump over the camera continuously and be a distraction. But I was explaining what all of this is about. So
Yeah.
I decided to just take the camera out, place it over there, and pull the mics out and have a bit of a year-end conversation because it has been a very long time since you and I got in front of camera. I'm wondering if this content is probably going to go on my channel or on our channel. How do you feel?
I should probably go to your channel, seeing it's not really about us. We'll resume the Ga-Pholushe kind of a thing next year, but probably now it should go to your own channel.
Oh,
What do you think? I think that's good, right? Yeah.
Yeah, okay, so maybe this might go on my channel. And I just want to talk about something when I pay work. Ne?
Sure.
In doing this, there's a whole lot of nerves. I'm sure you know, ne?
Yeah.
Because this place that we live at versus who I am, who we've grown to be,
Yeah, yeah.
is a serious clash. It's a serious contradiction, you know? I'm a
That's
content
true.
creator.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
I'm steadily becoming somebody who is a public figure. I've got cameras and my life revolves around shooting. But when you live in a place where people are always out here looking at you for the purpose of stealing or robbing you,
Yeah.
you know, it gets really frustrating, man. I was listening to another therapist this other day who was saying that one of the best ways to guarantee success or a change if you've been stagnant is the change of the environment, you know.
Yeah, that is definitely true. A change of environment does a lot to a person, does a lot to your growth, actually. Yeah.
So hey man, I've been wanting to shoot often, you know, but there's always been that element that somebody out here might just start getting ideas, you know. People really think that, I don't know, man, do they think that I'm an idiot when I'm
Yeah, most people, I think most of the people who are actually always trying to come up with plans, to steal other people's things. They literally think that you probably have gear, or they literally think that you have something that you have no use for, and they can make it a better use for you by taking it out of your hands. They don't actually get to really think and understand that you've invested a lot into this, you see, and you're very cognizant of it, right? But I think one other thing from their perspective, if I was to try to analyze them, is that they are always they're always inferior of themselves. So that's why they try to
They feel
dominate.
inferior.
Yeah, they are. I think people who are actually stealers or thieves, they are cowards actually, eh? Yeah, rather than hard work, they want the fastest way to life.
Hey, I just can't understand it. When a baby bruh, people that we totally don't know, like I don't know if that sounds silly or what, but I really thought, because we come from Kotembisa, I get, if
Sure,
I
yeah.
can just give context to what I'm saying. We come from Tembisa there, and when we moved here, we really just thought that life here in town, it's everybody for their own business.
Yeah, everyone is minding their own business. So you notice that everyone is not actually minding their own business, but everyone is in everyone's business.
Like
Look
what?
at those two boys. They're friends. They're fighting.
Which boys?
I mean, those men.
Is it a real fight?
I'm not sure, but
No,
it
no.
seems like that.
Yeah.
But let's carry on. Those are some
Yeah,
of the things,
so yeah, man. I started realizing that my life is just not able to be my own in the way that I want it to be.
Yeah.
I'm not seeking people's attention.
Yeah.
I'm trying to stay as low, and
As
as chilled as
possible.
possible, because I'm not a success yet,
Yeah,
for
as
my
yet.
for my true understanding.
Yeah, but
on
I think
top.
the thing is that when people look at you, right, and they see these cameras out here and everything, they're like, "Oh, this is the big G." You see, they don't really think, they don't actually get to understand the struggles that you might still be going through the journey that you're in.
Yeah.
By the mere fact that you're holding, to them, such a camera is a beast because they've never seen it. It's cameras that they see on shows, on productions. You see, for them to see it real life like this, it means something else to them. You see, so I think that's one of the reasons to why probably when you're out, people are always trying to actually have their ways thinking about certain things that they shouldn't be thinking about. Babona
Yeah.
cheesy bona.
Hey man, so that's been the frustration, when I started my content creation journey. I I saw content creators online from the United States, people, if they'd be shooting inside nice studios, nice setups, and there'd be some who'd go and shoot in the outdoors and whatever. And the perspective that I got is that, hey man, these people seem to be so free in society. You've got a camera up, you're shooting yourself, you're busy talking. I'd be like, hey man, maybe that's exactly how it'll be when I decide to go this content direction route and I buy cameras and I start learning to shoot in public. I thought it'll just be peace and calm, but
Yeah.
I've been afraid to. Yeah, the comfort just isn't there. Look at Entle, so
She's so
nice.
pretty, right?
They did her hair.
Yeah, she's wearing Sheen Kids. It's dope, ne?
Don't you wanna have Entle come on camera to introduce your daughter's friend?
Yeah, she can come.
Call her.
Entle, Entle, come here. Come sit here. Come sit here.
Come, Entle. Sit down. I hope the camera's focus
Yeah,
locks in
yo.
on her.
Yeah, I
Entle,
hope
look at
she
the
will.
camera.
Look at the camera there. What is your name?
My name is Antle.
Yeah, and how old are you, Entle?
I'm 5.
5. And what is your name?
Khanya.
And how old are you, Khanya?
I'm 3.
Yeah,
3.
guys, these are friends. Eh? They actually love each other so much.
Is Khanya visible on the camera?
Yeah, she is a little bit visible, but
Just a
she
little
is.
bit.
Yeah, there you go. These
yeah,
are
so
friends.
these are-
This is my daughter and her friend.
Yeah, this is our daughter, and this is the friend.
Yeah.
They've formed a sisterhood.
Yeah, they actually love each other. It's so adorable.
There's a squad. Entle is always coming, knocking, asking where Khanya is. You see?
Yeah.
So, yeah, it's a young friendship. We always wish that these things will go into adulthood, but we know now that's a fairy tale.
Yeah, but they do, if they're kept protected from a young age, both of them, you see, as they're friends like this, and we parents get involved in their friendship, they can make it.
No, really?
Yeah,
Ah,
yeah. That's how you build them, actually.
sure.
Yeah.
Alright, so yeah,
Okay.
man. That's
Okay,
Entle.
guys.
Entle, you can go, ne? Bye-bye, ne? Yeah, we've got you on camera, Entle, while you're still a little baby. Hopefully you look back on this footage one day. So yeah, we if this content goes on my channel, so it doesn't really have context to the fact that we've done this before. You and I are YouTubers together. I'm a YouTuber
That's
personally,
true.
and we've got our YouTube channel where we do content.
Yeah.
And we've done content before. It's gone out. It's been nice. People
Yeah.
have loved it and appreciated it. You know, it gave us
A lot of traction.
it gave us some traction, and it gave us a closeness. I remember when we were doing the content, you just can't get on camera doing couple content and fake it, you know?
That's true. You cannot.
You can't. So
But it's said that a lot other people do fake it, hey?
You
But
think
yeah,
so?
we should, yeah, there is other couples who really fake their love on camera, and behind the scenes it's just storms, hey? Yeah.
oh yeah, man, such
remember?
happens. I mean, I remember there was a channel called I don't remember what the channel's name was called, but it was The Real MXO. There was an artist from way back in the day called MXO. I think it's him who had a channel, The Real MXO, and another lady. And their channel just died when their relationship died.
Died, yeah.
And when their channel went down and their breakup, whatever, was announced, you could see that it was maybe within 2 months after the last video. So you're like, what?
Yeah.
Shouldn't people like struggle for a long time
Before they can actually decide to say,
like we
let's
shoot a
end it."
video, we go off, 2 months down the line, we're done.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's hectic.
That's
okay?
real. Yeah.
So how's it been, when how's the journey been since you and I got off camera? One of the reasons actually that got us off camera was the sort of attention that we were starting to receive, you know? I know when we've put videos out on YouTube, we're definitely expecting for them to be viewed, and when comments come in, we appreciate them. But there's boundaries where and of course, when people meet you after seeing your content, if it has touched them in some way, we accept for people
Yeah.
to come and say, hey, you know what?
The Harlan compliments.
Yeah, thank you for what you're doing, etc. I saw your video. But then there's people who just kind of start taking it too far. Anton, now that I've watched your video, we must have a conversation. And now they're like, Wilabana, when somebody comes up to you, they just tell you that they've watched your video, and then they keep quiet. So now you must start being the presenter that they
Yeah,
saw
actually,
you
that's
being.
that's quite boring about the life, But as you say, that the environment actually is one reason that counts. You see, where we are at right now, we are not in a space where content creation and everything that we are doing is a common thing to a lot of people that we live with or live amongst, right? So that's why when they actually see you, they'll act strange. You see, they'll act strange, like they'll be hostile towards you rather than just complimenting you and going on by their lives. They'll compliment you and play hostage, like there's something else that
Yeah,
they're
like
expecting from you.
so like you're being showered with praises, and they expect the smile to always just be there.
Be
And sometimes
there,
like you're really
man.
getting worn out. Like, okay, man, thank you.
Exactly.
You watched the channel, right?
That's good.
It's cool, okay, one ton. But
Yeah.
now every day it's on some. Hey,
You're
the
forever
video.
smiling.
Hey, on Instagram, I saw you. Hey, the one that you just dropped.
Now you have to smile forever.
And listen, you ain't like I'm just being rude or making or kitela batho wantola re kgapela batho kwa for paying compliments. I'm talking about like people who will shower you with compliments like that, ne? And then they now start wanting you to maintain the smile, first of all. And when you don't
Yeah.
maintain it, they're literally like, okay, so now what's up? Like, you've changed.
Exactly.
Like, I'm
So
like,
you're
hey,
now all of
Vanna.
a sudden a celebrity. There's paparazzi in your face. You have to be that celebrity who's always saying cheers,
Evan.
snapshots, doing this.
So
But
on
you don't
days
have
where I
to
don't want to talk to
literally.
anyone,
You're forced
when
now.
I'm stressed, let's say I'm fasting, my bra. Ne? Let's say I haven't been eating. Ne? I'm just quiet. I just come up here to sit. You understand? When you say, hey, yo, with a high tempo, and adults don't do that actually, because adults need to be able to read a mood. You don't just come with 1000% energy on somebody that you can see is kind of 10%. Waban. So when you don't go to 100%, somebody's like, hey, you're not the same anymore. You're starting to change. And I'm like, yeah. So I was being programmed via compliments to just
To now be a
have a long-lasting
forever
smile.
smiling person.
Nah, man.
Where your smile now is not even justified. It's not even needed. You have to smile.
Hey, like I miss South Africa. Hey, children, go play quickly. Yeah, children, go play. I can see there's a
Yeah,
desire here for you to be seen.
I will come back and do it for you.
I
Go
know
and
the
play
minds
for
of
now.
children. I know that y'all are trying to get in the frame or something, but it's so tight, you kind of can't. So we are continuing. So yeah, because of things like that, where people now started wanting to mistreat us with kindness,
Yeah,
I get it.
sure.
We just felt like, hey man, let's just chill a bit, grow a bit, observe what people are doing, Waban, before we continue saying more about us and them and like we had to watch this cause and effect that was going on. You'd say
Yeah.
something and then there will start now being an echo where people, whenever they come across you, they start talking to you about that particular
Subject that
and
you
you can
actually
hear,
spoke about. I
man,
remember,
this
man.
is
Hey.
ingratiation.
Yeah, I remember. I remember that. It was so awkward because now people will tend to want to build friendship based on topics that you actually speak about on YouTube. Not real friendships, but based on those topics so that they can just get
They
more,
act like they
stalk
relate.
you. Exactly. But no, they're actually not relating. They actually want to get more of your struggle so that they can actually go back and say, oh, ungababoni banje."
Bruh, and it sucks so much when they actually formed a group, like a whole squad of adults, like people who just sit and just do funny things, plan funny conversations, drop nasty comments, while they smile at you. And so, hey, done with them. When a baby one, it's been a while since we did the content. How are you feeling? You've been saying that you want us to possibly continue.
Yeah, how I've been feeling, man. It's been growth, you know. You can never attain the stage of perfection in your life or getting things perfected in your life, you see, because that is something really, really not attainable. These kids are gonna move the camera. Hello. Hey. Hey.
She's being naughty, I get.
Yeah, she is. You see? But then I appreciate the pause that we took because why? Number one, I can see now that our mindsets or our mindsets. Number one, for me, I don't think I was prepared, you know, for the
Come out of
whole.
there. Come out of there. Come out of there, NK.
I don't think I was prepared for the whole consequence that comes with being a content creator, you know. There's a small paparazzi that comes with being a YouTuber and a content creator, especially in
Yeah.
the black community.
You're making a noise.
So I don't think I was ready for any of that, right? Because after the pause that we had, I now started to like have so-called friendships in which I poured out my heart, thinking that it's actually good, genuine friendships. To find out, no, those friendships were actually built because those people saw me as, you know, this. It's funny how people would actually just want to be your friends because you're a content creator. So they just want to share their paparazzi with you. Wherever they go, they want to be known as Tumi's friends. And that can be just it. Not that they are genuine friends, but no, they just want to share the glitz and glam with you. They want to be known, you know?
Yeah.
And when you now start to probably pop out in life, they want to be there with you to be seen. You see? It's like,
I think this camera has gone down. Pull back, Nyana.
So I don't think I was ready for any of that.
Yeah.
But ever since then, ever since we stopped, man, I think we also been going through some really deep introspections of our marriage, of our relationship, of being individuals and being married, you know, what is expected of you in marriage. For myself, I had to relearn, you know, to see that, okay, because I remember after we watched the Max and how Petula actually came to confess that she struggled with submission. So to come, you know, to really
Who are the Max, by the way?
the Max is this great couple, right, guys? And now they're booming. They're even doing like outdoor.
Hey!
They are now even doing outdoor, you know, shoots with other couples as well. They are sharing their journeys, their pains, the struggles that they've encountered during their marriages and everything, you know. So they're a great couple. So when Petula actually explained or expressed how she struggled with submission, I related with that so much. So ever since then, we we paused a little bit. I took time to really self-introspect myself of who I am in our marriage as an individual because I think this is
Are you saying you've been suffering with submission?
identity.
Are you saying that you relate with what she was saying?
Yes, I'm definitely saying that. Hey,
I'm listening.
I'm definitely saying that because the thing is that the transition from being itumeling to being a mother and a wife, it's not so easy. You can get lost in the
How?
midst of that. You can actually find yourself in identity crisis because you're just struggling to find your fruits in everything. You see. So that's number one. That's the struggle that I've went through to really identify who I am and what my duties or what is expected of me in a marriage. And in finding out that I can say that I struggled very deeply with submission because I really never I don't think I even submitted to God. So me submitting to my husband was going to be a very problematic task because I had struggled to submit to God. You see, I had claimed that I love God so much, but I lacked submission towards God. I lacked obedience towards God. And that's the that's the probably the number one factor problem that a lot of young wives are struggling with, especially Christian wives. But unless you grow up in a very
Hold up. I'm still shooting some. Continue, babe.
not unless you've been a young girl, you know, who grew up in a Christian family, then you'd probably know how to submit and be obedient. But it's not an easy thing because why? You still need to find yourself. Self-identity crisis, guys, is something that is so major, and we don't really know about it, and we really even don't take note of it. You see, so me struggling with that submission to God and to you was the number one factor that I needed to get right. Right? Because we've been doing the content and it's been healing us, but in healing us, we've struggled to find the core root of the problems that we face. But now we're doing that, which is actually a great thing and a beautiful thing.
So in one of our earlier, I think probably the first one, we spoke about we were experiencing a breakthrough, a move forward, Nyana. And I remember myself actually saying we've been wanting to do content for a long time, but we decided to take some time to become maturer so that we're not going to be on camera talking about love and behind the scenes fighting.
Yeah.
But it actually happened. We got on camera, we had our internal issues, and we had these external things and people invading us. So yeah, it's been a strange time, ne?
It's been a very strange time, but you know what? We stood the test of faith and faith, you know.
Would you say we are maturer now? Are you convinced that
Yeah.
as we sit like this, we're not the same people with the
You know,
same
I can
delusion when we
never
started?
Exactly. I don't think it was a delusion, right?
All right,
We
all
were
right.
we were going into a journey, right? We were probably I like to explain how a foundation of a house is built. You see, when people build a house, they start off with the foundation that they built deep rootedly, right? So we had a picture of what we wanted to actually do for our lives and for our marriage, but we
Yes.
failed to build the foundation properly. So I wouldn't say it's a delusion, right?
All
It's a
right, all
mistake
right.
that we actually did and we had to learn from it, right? Because we're not really appropriate builders, you see. We've never been married before, so you can never say to yourself that I'm an appropriate builder in marriage because you've never been through that journey,
Wow.
you see. So you
Sure.
need to actually flop first before you can tell yourself that you are an appropriate builder because you've learned that the first foundation that I built got cracked and collapsed.
Yeah.
So now I can build a better foundation.
Okay. So Enapewaka, nice. I appreciate you saying that. So as we go into 2024 like this, I'm a high optimist. Every year, I've always felt like we will, make it. But then we got even below one tall, the normal level, and now every December the New Year's resolution was a hope to be normal, a hope to be normal. Everybody in the New Year's is wishing for the best.
Yeah.
We were for a while hoping to come out of the ground and be on the surface. So I can feel the sunshine. That's the whole reason why we are able to sit together like this and shoot this content. I believe that we've turned a corner and we are better builders. And so going forward,
Yeah, we are becoming better builders, of course, you know. The nicest thing about marriage is that I've stopped being hard on myself, especially when it comes to building a marriage. Because why?
yes,
I remember listening to this other pastor called Pastor Mildred Okonko. She's a very powerful speaker about marriage. She's a very powerful, how do I put it? She's a very powerful, I wouldn't say
coming
influencer,
back.
but she's a very powerful, what's this word? When someone is very powerful by preaching a not even a gospel of God, but a gospel of God in marriage. You see, she's a very good discipleship of marriage.
Yeah, oh yeah, yeah,
Mildred
yeah.
Okonko. So I remember listening to her and how she was explaining that, you know,
She's a marriage counselor, actually,
yeah,
professionally.
really,
Yes,
I
she
didn't
said
know
in one
that.
of her sermons. Yeah,
Okay,
she's an actual marriage counselor.
by profession.
Yeah, and
No, that's a good thing.
yeah,
Yeah,
and
God
so
has called it to be that.
and a
Indeed.
pastor as well.
Yeah, yeah. So the reason why I like her so much is because whenever I listen to her, right, I now start to resonate with myself to say that I don't have to be hard on myself like this about marriage because why? Marriage is a covenant. It's a constitution or it's an institution
Hard
that
on
God.
yourself, how?
You know, sometimes when you want to be perfect, you tend to be hard on yourself because you want to attain perfection, right? So you tend to be hard on yourself
Might wanna come backwards.
on
Oh, is the
wanting
camera
to.
going down and down and down? Maybe.
I'm not sure. Maybe
Okay.
we as human beings, especially because we want to attain the best things in lives. You see, the society tells us you need to always be the best of yourself, but being the best of yourself, that's something that is almost impossible to attain because perfection is never attained.
Okay.
So that's the reason why I say that I stopped being hard on myself and I now went back to the creator who actually created the institution of marriage so that I can now be on a good road of being a good a good wife, a good mother, rather than wanting to be a perfect mother. I'm not sure if you understand what I'm saying.
Yeah. Are you saying that there's a bad way to be a wife and a good way to be a wife? And
Yes, there is. Let me tell you why, right? The society has different values and principles for women and marriage, right? Compared to the principles and the values that the good news, which is the word of God, upholds, right? So sometimes you'd hear these phrases that "Mosadi tshwara thipa ka bogaleng." Literally, guys, those phrases are good in their own terms, but when you listen to them appropriately, you become hard on yourself because why? You want to now fill in the cups of your family, whereas your own cup is not filled as yet. That's what I'm saying. You see, so you need to be good for yourself first. You need to be good as a child of God, so that you are able to serve. When your cup is filled, then filling other people's cups will be so much easier. But now, because we're living in a society that is so traditionally based with values and principles, that will tell you, hore, no matter what you are going through, whether your cup is filled or not, you still need to be a perfect good woman, a perfect good mother, and it's impossible. You cannot do that.
So women should not try to be perfect?
I'm not saying women should not try to be perfect. What I'm saying is that do not strive for perfection. Strive to be good. Then after attaining being a good woman, then you can try to attain perfection, which is, to me, perfection is something that is not attained. If I'm good enough, then it's okay.
Okay. So yeah, should we wrap it up over there? It was a nice test of
Yeah, this was a nice test. You
the
should go back
camera.
and camera. Actually.
Yeah, it's an easy setup. So what I tried out today is, before we go, I've got a camera that is a production camera, so it's able to take cables like these and mics like these directly into it, two of them actually, as compared to my usual camera, which is my preferred camera. It's an A7S III. It's a mirrorless camera without much way of input for things like this. So for me to set that camera up, it being my favorite, I would have to set the camera up and then come with an external recorder as well, you see, and then these mics would go to it, and then it would also have a power cable flowing out of it towards the battery, so there would be an
Yosh.
extra whole function. So now here, just the camera
Yeah, you're
and two
explaining a
cables
lot of
going into
things,
it, and we've podcasted outside.
Yeah, we did. Hey, it's actually good. We should do it more often, actually.
Really?
Yeah, shooting outside, right? Not probably on this wall or anything. Like, we should try to find a good spot and do it outdoor. I think that
Yeah.
would be very dope. I think that would be very dope.
Yeah, I think
When
this
it's
is
quiet,
dope.
when it's not festive seasons where just people are just here and their eyes. Like, guys, if we were to turn the camera that side, you'd be surprised as how we pulling this. But we're literally just able to just say, okay, you know what? We do what we need to do. It's them doing what they need to do. You know, they're drinking, we are going about our lives, creating content.
Yeah, so it's been a great one. I appreciate doing it. It's such a light experience. Whenever I'm plugging or preparing to shoot, I get anxiety about getting in front of camera because there's so much more to do before I get on camera. So I'm stressed by the time I get in front. So a quick setup, a quick go is a good one. You know, you can just jump on things. So this has been an episode unlike any other on this channel. You've gotten to meet me and my wife. I am opening up. Why am I even saying I'm opening up? I've
Yeah,
been
because you've
open.
opened up.
Yeah.
It's just a continuation. Yeah, it's funny how you say that you've got anxiety now for being in front of camera. And
Yes.
I actually now, having been to that interview at Daily Theatre and continued with our sessions on camera like that,
Yes.
and now sitting like this in front of people while they're actually watching us while we're shooting. I'm actually seeing that I've grown more confident in being in front of
Yes,
camera
yes.
rather than actually having anxiety, which is a
Yeah.
good thing, hey?
Wow.
But why would you have anxiety? Probably been doing this for long now.
Yeah, man, like I keep on reversing the gains in my head. So this is what I'm actually doing. Né? When the
Yeah.
reason why I become confident and then I go off it again. I was avoiding, or I always had a negative mindset towards being a public figure.
Okay,
You
what
know,
was the
coming out
negativity?
and saying I'm a public figure, even having it
Yeah.
on your profile. I remember when Facebook started having that. I was like, you're a public figure? What does that mean? You're a public, you do what? You see? So then I started with social media increasing over the years. You started to see that there were people who were actually social media personalities.
Yeah,
Wantola.
yeah.
They had important skills and important things to actually
say, yeah.
and that is what a public personality is. So me, ne, I've always told myself that I am not that. I've told myself
Oh.
that I'm an introverted person who's avoiding the spotlight. But then after we've done our content, spoken on camera intimately, I've been on the podcast, Wantol, spoken a whole lot of things about myself. I still like to convince myself that I haven't come out. Like I'm a new guy. Like,
Yeah, now you see actually the point that you're making right there. I think it's the same thing that I was telling you about identity crisis, because it can happen very so much
to who?
to everyone, right? As
Yes.
you say that you think that you've actually quite not there as yet.
Yes.
But listen to what I'm saying. That what I'm saying is that after the interview that we went to on Daily Theatre, and I was watched by probably, the whole South Africa was watching me. I remember when I went home and everyone was like, "Wow, okay,
Yes.
you are such a good speaker and everything like that. You're such a good advocate for
I remember.
marriage." You see, so after that, I was like, "No, man, it means that's just about it." You see, you just have to speak your honest thoughts. You just have to be yourself when you
Yeah.
are in front of camera and be good with that.
And maybe just embrace it and say, hey,
Exactly. This
I'm a
is who I
public
am.
figure.
Not really embrace it, but embrace who you are.
Okay, sure.
The itumeleng that I am, it's what people know me for. So I'm not sitting here trying to fake another identity that I'm not. You see, the same conversations that we are having here, I can have them with just anyone or everyone, anywhere.
Yes. All right. Let's wrap it up over there. Yeah, subscribe to my YouTube channel. This is the husbandly side of me. You've seen me on this channel doing content where I'm critical of things or just having a conversation. This side of me, being romantic with a partner, has been on another channel. It's never really been seen here. I hope you like it. I hope you appreciate it. We'll be rebooting our channel pretty
Yeah.
soon.
Early next year.
Yeah, so subscribe. Thank you so much.
Peace out.
Peace.